Its name refers to a heaven of sorts, and when you see its beauty, you can see why it's called Valhalla. In Norse mythology, Valhalla was a final resting place for warriors. But while the modern-day Valhalla is heavenly in many ways, today's golf warriors do anything but rest here. It's often been said, build it and they will come, but in the early 1980s, there were many critics and skeptics when Louisville area businessman Dwight Gaines started building a championship golf course on almost 500 acres of floodplain and heavy woods near Middletown, Kentucky. But Mr. Gaines put his money where his mouth was, and with the support of his family, spent 5 years making a dream come true, and added instant credibility to the project when he got Jack Nicklaus, arguably the biggest name in the game, to design and build it. Mr. Gaines didn't just want a private club, he wanted a venue to host a major. And in 1996, another of his dreams came true when the PGA of America hosted its PGA Championship here, taking an area of the country not known for golf and putting it on the map. And there was plenty of drama to go along with the history-making event, as Kentucky's Kenny Perry went to a sudden death finish with journeyman Mark Brooks before Brooks got his first and only major title on the first extra hole. The PGA of America was so impressed with the course, the community support, the lack of housing on the property, it began the process of buying the course. Like Mr. Game, the PGA of America put its money where its mouth was, bringing the PGA Championship back to Valhalla just 4 years later. Any course needs some drama and history to build its brand. Who better than Tiger Woods, who dominated the game between 1997 and 2008 with 14 major wins in 12 seasons, including a playoff win over Bob May at Valhalla in 2000. It was hard to believe it could get any better than that, but it did. In 2008, the PGA of America brought the biggest golf tournament on the planet to Valhalla, the Ryder Cup, the international team championship of the sport. Talk about adding to Valhalla's already impressive history-making and reputation. The long shot Team USA, without an injured Tiger, and led by Kentuckians Perry and J.B. Holmes, upset the heavily favored Europeans. The last American championship in the event, the only American win of the event since 1999. So big, there's talk of bringing the Ryder Cup back to Valhalla. No American course has ever hosted it more than once.
Valhalla deserves it, that's why the name.
In 2014, the PGA Championship returns here for the third time in less than 2 decades, and with it, a new and improved Valhalla. Nicklaus put it through a dramatic overhaul to fine-tune the test for the modern-day golfer, preserving its beauty, its character, its uniquely special flavor, while adapting to new technologies, including a much livelier golf ball than the ones used when it first opened. As Valhalla nears its 30th anniversary, it's important to take pause and remember Valhalla's breathtaking rise to one of America's most important sports venues. The huge building blocks. It's mind-boggling to imagine what may happen here in the next 3 decades. The history is still to be made by generations still to come. While we don't know who those history makers will be, we do know that Valhalla will be up to the challenge, cementing this future of the bluegrass as a major contributor to golf in America. Valhalla, part of the induction class of the 2014 Kentucky Athletic Hall of Fame.